What's up? And I'm back on another video. For today, we're going to be playing R6 Extraction. So, we are playing Tom Clancy R6 Extraction today. I said I was going to do a stream yesterday, but I wasn't able to. I was sadly unable to. So here's the stream. I did play without you guys. I know, I grinded. Sorry guys, I played without you. It's just, I didn't really think about streaming this game. I thought about it yesterday when I was playing Clone Drone. Please, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Click the bell when you want to know when I'm doing another stream. Comment what you think, if you ever do plan on getting it. Give me your PSN. Give me your PSNs so I can play with you. When you do, if you do want to play with me, do give me your PSN, and I will be playing with you, and you may even be featured in the next video. You never know. But yeah, here's the menu. I'll show you. I didn't get to show you the intro because it automatically starts. Here's the intro. It's really cool. It's in New York City. Look, he bought a snow globe. It's the Statue of Liberty.
It's our job to be ready for anything.
I like the narration, honestly. The narration's really cool.
But something so strange, so unthinkable. How can we be ready for that? And it could be just the tip of the iceberg. And the parasite isn't alone. We're in uncharted territory now, facing something we know almost nothing about. Something that could destroy every living thing on the planet. Literally. React's not gonna let that happen. But to stop it, we have to understand it first. Knowledge is power. We're going to learn everything we can about the parasite. It's got a weakness somewhere. Let's get to work.
So, that was the intro. Honestly, I like the intro. It shows a lot of intel. Well, not really intel, but it goes a lot more into detail about React. It goes in the detail of, like, it just shows us what the parasite looks like. Not even from the enemies alone, just how it formed. And then it shows the main base of operations, which, let me find it. This is the main base of operations, the Pioneer. We also know that everyone on the Pioneer is people trying to stop the parasite. It's staffed by 1,273 people staff from 134 countries. The max capacity of the Pioneer is 1,500. And it's just basically like a town. It's like a town. It has all the research we need. It has everything. It has a laboratory and all that. And as you can see, the form of the pioneer and all that. Habana inserted some evidence. Habana was saying something from personal experience. It's our own floating town. Moyo loves the daycare. Okay. International conversations added facilities dedicated to major scientific, engineering, and technology fields, including only BSL negative and +6 rated biocontainment laboratory in the world. Access level Crimson. Ongoing enchantments include Enclosed Environmental Control System, LSS, Structural Reconfiguration and Purposeful System Conversion, suggest future deployment to areas of contained or non-existent atmosphere. Insert pulse. Pulse inserted something into the form. Non-existent atmosphere. Eliza, just what are we talking about here? At Ash. Eliza is Ash. And this is basically R6, but you have to fight up against parasites. You saw this one, the Storm Spiker, Phil, Grunt, Smoker. Smasher, the Immortal Smasher. That's a spiker, right there, in that image. That's a dead feral grunt. I'll get more into detail right now. Archaeans. That's all the ones that didn't come out in the new update. Grunt. Expert from civilian eyewitness accounts. Then it ran after him like fast, stabbed him with those arm spikes, and it was over. He was dead. I just got out of there. As you can see, the Grunt is the melee. He's the main melee person. He's just easy to form. He's a tier 1 Archaean. Easy to kill. You want to stay out of their groups. If there's a group of them, it's going to be harder to get rid of them. Shot to the head, bam, they're dead. You can see, it's just basically a person, but his arms are now spikes. That, bloater. See, the other version I'll get into more detail after this, if I'm correct. Yes. The bloater. Bloater is a toxic variant of the breacher, distinguishable by its coloration. Corey, how? Secondary response will be to charge at the perceived threat and self-detonate. Now, when a bloater dies, or immediate threat response will be warned nearby. Corey, how? How is basically if it sees you in a certain amount of radius or you've been in its line of sight for too long, it'll climb up, and then if it finishes, it'll alert everyone nearby. It'll start to climb up, and you'll know when it alerts everyone, trust me. You'll see that later. The bloater, you see that sack on the top? When it's basically multiple blisters filled with an unknown gas, but it's toxic. No matter, even if you have a gas mask or any of that, it still deals damage. It deploys a toxic gas when eliminated improperly. When eliminated properly, it will rather be obliterated, which means it disappears, or it will leave it, or its dead body will stay there. See, you could use that against the Archaeans in a certain way. If it explodes, it still kills the Archaeans, like the Breacher does. Again, I'll get into that later. And if it explodes in a doorway, of the doors, which I'll get into more detail later again, it'll shut it down. It can't close. And it can go bipedal and quadrupedal. Bipedal, you know, we walk bipedal. Quadrupedal, it gets on all fours. It prefers quadrupedal because of the dorsal hump on its back, again. And that on its head, it prevents headshots. But you see that little bit with none of that? That little bit on its chin, or its lower jaw, that's a weak spot. You fire at that. It will attack you in a melee as well. It doesn't have any melee. You can't. Fun fact about breachers and bloaters, smokers as well, because a smoker is just a smoke version of that. Except the gas doesn't deal any damage. If you hit them, like melee them, they'll back up and they'll still do the explosion. You can take that to your advantage. Time to get into the breacher. See, the breacher is both bipedal, and also quadrupedal. Again, like I said. The breacher is just basically a moving bomb. Same thing goes with the bloater, except it doesn't leave gas. It just explodes. The explosion can be heard, like the bloater, as well. See, the breacher has the same effect like I told you, but it explodes. It destroys environmental stuff as well. You can use it to kill multiple enemies. It's explosion. So, if you think about it in the way, just kill it when it's in a group, and you'll kill a bunch of Archeans. Anyways. Spiker. Spiker's a bipedal Archean variant with two specialized upper appendages. Cori, bilateral as material. Primary appendage is capable of firing armor-piercing projectiles. Basically, there's armor in this game. Let me show you. It'll hit you through that. See, it reduces damage by 25%, but those spikes, they still do 100% damage. So, you want to stay away. And it can even use it in CQB, otherwise known as close quarters combat, hand to hand. Its secondary appendage, its other arm, or its left arm, it has a shield that it uses the shield itself while firing the spikes. See, it has to stand still, and that's its one problem. When it stands still, it's vulnerable to other attacks. You just can't shoot it in the head. You can melee all of these, except you can melee them. It'll stun them for like 2 or 3 seconds. That gives you an open window to aim for the weak spot. So yeah, a spiker, it's just basically a grunt, but it uses its left arm to shield itself, and it doesn't use close quarters as much. Tormentor. This is very annoying. I'm gonna just say that right now. A Tormentor, it fires projectiles that deal like 40 to 30 damage. And it fires a big projectile, which it has to charge up as well. Also, the little projectiles cannot be destroyed for some reason. I think they can, but it's not from firearms or something. Anyways, it fires a big one that deals a bunch of damage. It can put you in DBNO, I think instantly, or it may not be able to put you in DBNO, but when it can't move physically. As you can see on the feet, it's tethered to the ground. But what it can do, I'll just read it from the article. Expert from civilian eyewitness. I know it sounds crazy, but the puddle came to life, bro. And it can turn into sprawl form, or it can turn into a puddle, as other people say. When it turns into a puddle, it's unhurtable. And when it comes out of puddle form, and you're right next to the puddle, you get shot back. And basically, it can fire after it comes out of puddle form instantly. It can still take headshots, but it doesn't get one shot instantly like the rest. You have to actually put some hard elbow grease into that. And they launch glowing projectiles. They can also engage in close quarter combat as well, CQC again. Now, sowers. These guys are quadrupedal, or all fours. What they do is they fire mines. As you can see, it's unhurtable to headshots unless it's firing a mine. And these mines, they're basically flashbang. They were basically, if you strapped a flashbang to a mine and the mine didn't really explode, it just activated the flashbang. And they can do CQC as well. Also, you see that underbelly? That's the weak spot. You can't even really shoot the head. That's the weak spot. So when you can basically do it. You can basically attack their weak spot when they are not. I mean, when they're firing their mines. But what they do in CQC is they use their head as a melee weapon and they charge straight at you. And also, you can take all of these down, except sludge. I'll get more into that later. So just basically, you could melee stun that. You can't stun the tormentor though. And basically, that's how you deal with the sower. Blinding spores, they just strap. There's like a cluster of 6 or 7. They're on a wall, they're in the environment. And basically, if they strap onto you, they have a set time. And it's not like something you could see. When they glow, the brighter the glow, the more they're about to explode. And they only explode when on someone. So, you can see them though, because they glow when you get close. You'll know when they're on you because they put green, they'll have like a green effect on the sides of your screen. You could shoot them off a player or you could melee them off. It's up to you. Sludge. It shoots at you. It splits into multiple things if not killed with a shotgun or explosive. And it can climb anything. Smokers, just breachers and bloaters, but it deploys smoke, has a different head shape. Feral grunts, but they take a lot more of a beating, and also they perform a leaping attack. Storm spikers fire a humming projectile, but they don't use their shield in that way. They use it to cover their shoulder. And when their attack is done, they have to use the inner sprawl in the ground to charge up their projectile to fire it. And all of these 3 are indistinguishable by the purple. And also those weird tentacles on them. They're indistinguishable by that. Anyway, I have to get into something. I don't remember. But yeah, basically, those are all the protocols. Specimen protocol. Basically, what you have to do is you don't kill it. You shoot by it to get its attention. You run to an extraction pod. You press that, and then bam, there's specimen now. Next tracking, you just go up to 5 nest. You hold square, and there's an auto tracker planted in them. When you do, after that, after all 5 are done, they're gone. They're gone. Decontamination, kill a baron's nest are basically aggravated nests. They spawn Archaeans faster and they leave a bloater trail. Sabotage, you have to sabotage spikes when they're done. Basically, you have to defend the mines. Shut down, you grab stasis foam, you put it in that right there. It revives a nest. Hunt, you have to do the opposite of specimen, but you have to kill 3 of a specific type. And then that comes out. Triangulation, you find 3 A, B, C terminals, you activate them to stop the triangulation. Serial scan, you just basically do astronomical events like anomalies or ghosts or however you want to do it. Biophysics, you have to take down 3 Archaean type, 3 of the same type of Archaeans. So that way you basically have to kill them, and you have to kill them, but you have to also collect samples to see why they're so special. Rescue, you have to rescue someone who was stuck in their research facility. No one left behind. MIA. This is the same thing, but basically no one left behind is you have to grab someone in stasis foam, bring them to extraction, and then bam, you're good. MIAs if you can't get someone out the pod and you leave them, or everyone dies. Gateway, this is at the end. There's a chance of it happening. You have to kill a protean. Basically, it's alibi, sledge, and smoke. Alibi, you have to kill multiple proteans because alibi's alibi. If you play R6, you have to kill multiple of the same one. The main one has the main one has the SMG sledge. He uses a sledgehammer and he's invulnerable from the front, but he's vulnerable from the back. Smoke, you just have to kill him. He deploys smoke, so stay away from him. And yeah, that's it. Alright, I was gonna get into doors. Protocols. These containment doors. These, you use your fingerprints to open. Nothing else can open them but operators. The Archaeans will bash through them. Also, if you kill a breacher, it'll explode the door. These doors aren't really that strong, but they can put up a tough fight. Even sledge, insert sledge, I had it go. They're tougher than they look. And Sledge is a pretty strong guy. I mean, look. He can do this to Tormentors and Smashers. Look at this. You gotta be a pretty strong guy to do that. So yeah, when he says they're tougher than they look, they really are. And it takes Smashers some time. It takes them like 2 hits and they're gone.
No one can prepare for a cage. Just have to know how to survive.
But yeah, Sledge is a pretty tough guy. Anyways, I know I completed San Francisco and New York. You guys are probably screaming at me to go to Alaska or TRC, but yeah, these two are really hard. I'm gonna have to get 2 other people to get this game in order for me to do Alaska or TRC. I have to be real confident. Ooh, tomorrow a new event. Well, possibility to a new event. If a new event comes out tomorrow, I will, and I promise I will stream it. Anyways, let's get in. We're going to be playing with 3 other people I do not know. So yeah, do enjoy. Video, just kidding. Yeah, do enjoy though. I'm gonna be going in the EOU, seeing what the guys are doing, if any of them's on. I will stop the stream in like 30 minutes maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I'll be stopping the stream in 30 minutes. Alright, we're in, boys. Let's go. How? Let's be respectful and see what they choose, guys. One chose Ella? Alright. I'm gonna play Vigi. Should I play Alibi? Sorry, Yak, I'm streaming. Please be nice.
Oh, I'm streaming.
No, I'm seriously streaming. I'm not kidding.
To your 2 viewers? I'm joking.
I may not have any viewers, but I'm not really even confident my channel's gonna blow up in the future.
Ramel? I
know most YouTubers.
My channel to blow up.
I know most YouTubers. It's just a chance YouTubers are gonna blow up. It's depending on how they film their content, what they say, all that. I know that.
Ramel. What? You're 13?
12.
That's against the guidelines of YouTube. You have to be 13 or 14.
Explain why Ryan's World is able to do this.
Because parents. He has parents in his videos.
Still, my parents.
All you have to do is get your dad to appear every so often. YouTube doesn't give a shit though.
Can you watch your language? They can hear everything you said as long as you signed yourself being able to be in it. Like if you allowed your voice to be recorded, then you're in then they can hear everything you're saying.
I know the guidelines, Ramel. I stream on Twitch.
No, I'm talking about it. Did you allow your voice to be recorded in the party? Yes or no?
Yes.
It's kid friendly. You know that, right?
That's a bad idea. If you ever channel set to kid friendly, then you're gonna get a bunch of 9-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask my parents if they could change it later.
YouTube will automatically change it if I say like, Here, I'll change it for you.
No, seriously, don't. But I do say a cuss word accidentally, as everyone knows.
Well, it depends on the cuss word. Like,
I say a lot of aggravated ones on accident sometimes.
For example, I can say shit or fuck because YouTube doesn't care about that. YouTube could care less. I mean, dude, Sunday would have been banned if, like, they actually had rules against that.
Wait, when did he say it?
His old videos? Well,
But they care about it as long as they care about it when you're making fun of someone, though, right?
They only care about it if it's racial.
A racial slur, got it.
Or like sexual. But not like, oh, you can't say dick. More like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's only like the serious words that they actually care about.
YouTube's a really chill site then, unlike Twitch, I'm guessing.
Oh no, Twitch could care less. They don't
Yeah,
care what you say.
you remember the one Twitch streamer who was enjoying herself on stream on accident? You know what I mean.
Pokemon?
No. She was using the grown-up website.
Oh, her.
Yeah, on stream, on accident.
Yeah, she never got banned for that, by the way.
No, she did.
They unbanned her. Like a week later.
She probably knew. She did it on accident, though. I don't blame her.
That's why Twitch unbanned her. Like, if you say something like really, really toxic and bad, Twitch will ban you, but when they realize that you didn't actually mean it, they'll unban you. Twitch is pretty chill.
YouTube, though.
YouTube can be a dick sometimes.
Right now, I'm just doing an R6 extraction stream. You know, the game everyone wasn't so happy about being released.
Yeah.
We're not talking about
R6.
Cyberpunk. We're talking about the R6 that everyone hates.
Yeah. R6 is bad in general.
Oh my god, don't even talk about R6 in Las Vegas.
All the R6 things are terrible, in my opinion. Dog.
R6, Rainbow Six Siege, the normal, isn't bad though. It's not as bad as the other parts of the franchise.
Honestly, Siege is the worst part, in my opinion. You got the most toxic community.
R6 Las Vegas is a nightmare. That game's just bad in general.
It really comes down to which game is actually bad coding-wise, and which game have a terrible community.
Oh, we can't even forget about... Fallout Las Vegas is legendary, bro. Unlike R6 Las Vegas.
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas wasn't even made by the guys who made the original Fallouts, yeah.
Bethesda went wrong when they made 76, man. I'm telling you.
It's better now.
Huh?
They fixed Fallout 76, basically.
What was wrong about it? I never actually got the game because of the community.
It was very lackluster.
Oh, I thought it was just because of the community.
No.
Or the community was actually really chill.
The game didn't have any NPCs.
It used to have NPC. Well, it had barely any NPCs, to say the least. And we're not talking about enemy NPCs, right? We're talking about dealers.
Yeah, dealers. There were no dealers. There was only the quest NPCs, and that was it.
I forgot. Is R6 not R6? Does Fallout 76 have like a keep inventory like Minecraft type deal, or?
Hold on.
You did good out there.
What just happened?
Got something in my eye.
Bro, what's that Amber Alert in the background, bro?
Oh, there is an Amber Alert as well.
Wait, I literally just... An act, don't even be looking at me, because you knew when that went off, I was still here.
2-month-old black male abducted. Okay.
2-month-old baby got abducted? Hold up. Guys, I'm gonna be cutting it early. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Remember, stay home or stay safe. That's it, guys.